Close Up B1 Unit 1 Family Ties. Vocabulary. Family ties. The connections between people in the same family. The family ties between me and my sisters are strong. Relative. A person who is in the same family as somebody else. I love all my relatives, but my Aunt Carol and Uncle Ed are my favorites. DNA. The information in cells which makes people what they are. Their DNA matches, so they are in the same family. Gene. Part of a cell. All his family have blue eyes, so blue eyes are in their genes. Genealogy. The study of family history. You can use genealogy to learn about your family's history. Inherit. To be born with the same characteristics as one of your parents or grandparents. For example, the prince is next in line to inherit the throne of the kingdom. Ancestor. A person in a family who lived a long time ago. For example, my ancestors from my mother's family lived in France. The opposite of ancestor is descendant. Generation. People in a family who are nearly the same age. For example, grandparents often don't understand the younger generation. Public records. Official information about people that everyone can view. We found information about our ancestors in the public records. Clue. Information that helps somebody find out something. For example, her blonde hair is a clue that she's from Northern Europe. Reliable. Can be depended on or can be trusted to do something well. For example, Uncle Jim is reliable, so he will be on time to collect you from school. The opposite of reliable is unreliable. Scruffy. Untidy or dirty. For example, Mom doesn't like it when I wear scruffy jeans. She prefers me to wear smart clothes. The opposite of scruffy is smart. Collocations and expressions. Collocation is a combination of words used together. For example, keep a diary is the correct collocation, not write a diary. We can divide collocations into 5 groups. The first group is pay. Pay a compliment. It means to say something nice to somebody. For example, Adam paid his wife a compliment about her new dress. Next, pay a visit. It means to visit somebody. For example, we should pay Grandma a visit at her house this weekend. Another group, keep. Keep a diary. It means to write personal information every day in a special book. For example, it's a good idea to keep a diary, but don't let anybody read it. Next, keep a secret. It means not tell information which isn't for others to hear. For example, I'll only tell you what I bought Penny for her birthday if you can keep a secret. The third group, have. Have a family. It means to have children. For example, they got married young and decided to have a family a few years later. Next, have a sympathy for. It means to feel sorry for somebody and show you care about somebody's problems. For example, I had a lot of sympathy for you during your exams because I was in the same situation last year. The fourth group, get. Get married. It means to start a marriage. For example, our grandparents got married 40 years ago and they still love each other. Next, get divorced. It means to end marriage. For example, Uncle Dan and Aunt Linda got divorced after being married for 20 years. The last group, fall. Fall to pieces. It means to become very upset or fall apart. For example, Jane fell to pieces after her mother died. Next, fall in love. It means to start to love somebody. For example, they fell in love and got married 5 years ago. Marriage-related words: wife, husband, engaged, married, divorced, separated. In-laws, your relatives by marriage, especially the father and mother of your husband or wife. They are called father-in-law and mother-in-law. You can refer to your spouse's entire family as your in-laws. For example, we lived with our in-laws until we had enough money to buy a house of our own. Phrasal verbs. A phrasal verb consists of a verb and a preposition or adverb that modifies or changes the meaning. Pass away. It is the polite expression for die. For example, Adam unfortunately passed away last year. Pass down. To go from one generation to another. Mom's blonde hair was passed down to my sister, but I have a brown hair. Belong to. It means to be the property of someone or to be owned by someone. For example, this wallet belongs to Charlie. Turn to someone. It means to go to someone for help when you are having difficulty dealing with a situation. For example, I'm sorry, but I had no one else to turn to. There are plenty of people you can turn to for advice. Look up to admire, and have a great deal of respect for someone. For example, people look up to their favorite celebrities. Grow up. It means to gradually become an adult. For example, I grew up in Scotland. Save up. It means to accumulate money for future use. For example, he saves half his salary. Figure out. It means finally understand something or find the solution to a problem. For example, I figured out who the person in the old photo was when I looked at it more closely. Find out. It means to learn by study. For example, the police are determined to find out who killed Louise. Sort out. It means to deal with a problem or situation successfully. For example, you should sort out where the party will be held as soon as possible. Slow down. It means to go at a slower speed. For example, don't drive so fast. Slow down. Put together. It means to make something by collecting parts together. For example, Mom put together a list of all people in the family. Interested in. It means to give a lot of attention to something. For example, I have always been interested in the origins of blues music. Thank you for watching.